Welcome everyone to MMO Good to Go. This is Kelsendale bringing you a review look at Survarium. Now in the past we have done some reviews, and I guess I could link those if you want, but I probably won't. Though I have done a first look of this game, this is an actual review where we're going to talk about some of the things about it, including character creation, graphics, PvP, movement, mechanics, the shop, premium shop, and so forth. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, character selection. There is not much at all to this character selection. Let me just go ahead into the equipment and remove it all, because this is what you look like. Every single person looks like this, unless they've added a pack that I'm not aware of to get it changed. So that's that. There is no real character selection. Now there are some things you can do, some things you can't do as far as character selection goes. There's equipment that you can get that's based on what clan or group you're in, faction. So there's a way to get stuff like that. So you have here these few factions, and they unlock different gear depending on your level. Next, so speaking of level, let's go ahead and take a look at that. That's not what I wanted. Here we have our level. I'm level 20 on this game, and what leveling does is unlock your tree. So there's a few trees. These right here require a much higher level, which I have not acquired, but they're very useful. The game itself is actually kind of it's kind of difficult to play at a lower level, just because of all the different things that the tree does give to you. So like trigger, discipline, bolt accuracy, and battle stance, and so forth, quick response. They all really make a difference. Coil dampening, recoil dampening is a must in my opinion. But so there's that, and then on top of your stats that you get from your level, there's also gear stats that you get. So I don't have the greatest of gear, mind you. Some of it's actually pretty terrible, but yeah, I thought I had. Oh, my weapons are better than that, I thought. Okay, here it is. So say in this instance I have this hunter jacket here, and it's got its base armor and so forth, but then it has isolation plus 2% stamina regeneration and protection from bleeding. And bleeding is a thing in this game. If you didn't watch my other video, bleeding is very much a thing in this game. Next to the equipment you have the shop, where you can purchase both. The yellow is premium items, that's the word I'm looking for, and the white or gray colored stuff with these silver coins that are right here. The gold bars are for this premium items. The silver is for in-game money. And a lot of things can be unlocked with in-game money, but there's still some pretty nice things that can only be unlocked through premium money. But I don't think necessarily at a higher level this game is pay to win. Lower levels it's really unbalanced. But so weapons have modifiers that give you buffs and so forth, and different weapons give you different things. Obviously, they have a lot of weapons to select from. Even at a lower level, there's still quite a bit, but they're all based on your faction that you've joined. So be aware of that when you play. There's only certain ones like this PP-19 that you can only get as a fighter when you're a scavenger, versus a black market gets the Worcester model 1894. Sorry, dyslexia kicked in, and then this one's the PPSH-41, and this one's the Mosin carbon. So there's your items. So let's go ahead, and so they've just recently changed this here with ping and rating for NA, North America, Russia, and EU. As far as PvP goes, you can sign up for it, play in a match, and that's where this button here comes in, and you get points as you're in the league, and they give you increased items with the unknown modifiers and the items are actually really nice. And the higher level you go, the well, obviously you get all of these, but on top of that, you get this really nice crisp vector for this one, and I really like the gun. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. Now, one of the things I've been saying about this game that I'm going to continue to say is that it looks fantastic. In my opinion, this game, for it being free to play, is one of the better looking games. Um, it's pretty impressive with all the things that they've done with it. The textures look really nice. The shrubbery, everything just overall looks good. Other than only having one character to play, in my opinion, everything just looks so good. There are not a lot of maps, and that's one of the things that I find as a drawback, is that there aren't a lot of maps, and it's unfortunate that they don't have that very many that you can check out. Another issue that you're going to run into with the maps is that some of them, although they look like they're pretty big, um, they really aren't that big. And they get pretty small really fast, and it can turn into a spawn camping nightmare, depending on which side you're on. And really, you can turn either way pretty quickly. So that's always something, I guess, for every shooter nowadays to be aware of, that you can have a terrible spawn camp fight. It's not as bad as other games that I can think of quite easily, actually readily think of, but it's still fairly bad if it does happen, which it's not that common. But I guess the players are trying to not force everyone off the game because of it, so there isn't a lot of it going on right now. But I'm sure in the future there probably will be, like most other FPSs. As far as PvP goes, you're going to find yourself running into the same people over and over again. Uh, Unfortunately, it's going to be that revolving door that you're going to run into because there aren't a lot of people playing. And in my opinion, that's a shame, because to me this is a fantastic game. It's one of the better. I'm not going to say the best, but it's one of the better first-person shooters that are out there right now, and it's got such a unique feel to it. One of the things that I like about it is that it has these abilities that you can run over that are toxic, and or well, poison for one. But on top of that, you also have modules. You have modules on top of everything else that you can pick up, and but you have to be quick about it. But your gear can allow you to stay inside the poison a lot better. And as you're inside the poison picking up these modules, you can use them against your enemies by either increasing your defense, increasing your damage output, regenerating your health quickly, um, keeps you from bleeding out. All these different useful things. There's one that explodes and sucks everything in. It's pretty cool, and that's one of the things that I don't see very many other games have as far as innovation goes. Um, Falling with competitive, there aren't very many people playing, so it's not really. I guess if you get pissed off enough at the same people playing, but there's only a few hundred people that are on, and it causes you to play against higher level characters that you just don't have the gear or the skill level to go with it, depending on, if this is your first, second, 10th first person shooter and you're fighting against a person who's level, I don't know, 30, 40. You're fighting up against a guy that's a higher, superior level than you. You're going to be taken out just because of the gear difference. That's just going to happen, and unfortunately there aren't enough people to where it can be balanced out, so that you don't run into this problem over and over again, and the revolving door of the same 5 to 10, 20 characters or enemies on your team and against you. After a while, you start learning their names, and you're just like, oh, hey, this is the guy that murdered everyone. Glad I'm on his team this time. And that's one of the things with it. Well, that's going to do it for this review of the game. I hope it gave you some insights to it, and I hope you get to check it out, because if the player base goes back up, I mean, I'm still jumping on it all the time, just because I really enjoy this game. This is, like I said, one of my favorite games to play right now, and unfortunately the player base is so small that it's really difficult to get that into it because you just don't know how much longer the game is going to last at the rate it's going. Again, it is, I don't think I mentioned it before, but it is in beta. So perhaps when it comes out of beta, there'll be a significant increase in players. It's not that glitchy. There are some glitches, but it's not that bad. And out of everything going on with it, I'd probably um, continue to play it until it goes away, just because I really enjoy the game. But because of the lack of players and everything else, we're going to give this a 4 out of 5. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. If you disagree, let me know why. Do you like this game? Do you absolutely hate this game? Or somewhere in between. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to check out our other projects that we're working on. And hope to talk to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will check you later.